Hey guys, it has been a minute. I am now back from Florida and New York this weekend, so I do apologize for the delay in the video, but today we are going to discuss all of the Week 2 cards and info and everything like that for the Next Gen event. I was casting the Bolt Shell Challenge while the event dropped, and I'm not going to lie, I took a peek, and man, Week 2 Master Sets are just so much better than Week 1. All right, let's get into it. All right, we'll start things off with the 85 overall Cam Allen, 5'11", 190, a right-handed defenseman. He's got booming shot in Dangle City. Talked about this a lot this year. Dangle City is just kind of a useless ability in my opinion. Does have Thunderclap. That doesn't appear to really be doing much from the point either. He's got 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 92 agility. Is one of those junior cards for the Guelph Storm, so he has those jacked up random stats like his slap shot power and his agility. All in all, pretty average defenseman at this stage of the game. Obviously, even if I'm talking if you just started the game, obviously if you've been playing for a while, this isn't really going to be an option for you. And he's being held up by the fact that cards for this event are very expensive as people try and get the objectives done. He's going for like 30,000 coins right now. I'd probably sell him unless you are trying to hammer out those next gen cards. ELMER SÖDERBLOM is up next from the Detroit Red Wings, 6'8", 246 with Bombarded and Dangle City. Brutal synergies. However, obviously the real appeal here is the fact that he's 6'8", 246, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, and 96 agility. He's got 98 on the shot power. Body checking is only 84, but at 6'8", it's not going to matter. Right now, he's going for like 68,000 coins because, well, obviously the big meta is still the thing. If you were in Division 1 or 2, you're going to have a lot better time with this card. And honestly, if you just started out and you're a pretty good player, these are the kind of cards that are probably going to benefit you more than some others that are a lot smaller but have a little bit better skating stats because there's just no knocking him off the puck. I've had a few people in my community kind of reiterate that as well. So for 68,000 coins, again, unless you're in Division 1 or 2 or you really dominate time on attack, SÖDERBLOM is probably just for those kind of players. Going for about 30,000 coins, we've got the 86 Mason McTavish with Heart and Soul, as well as Fly the Zone. He's only got 87 speed with Fly the Zone, 6'2", 213 with Big Rig. Big Rig is decent, but I would much rather have Unstoppable Force because that's activated always as opposed to just holding down X when Big Rig is activated. There is a lot of other cards that I would rather have around this range, and he's going for like 30,000 coins because again, cards are being much more expensive because they're people trying to sell them for the objectives. Again, unless you're trying to hammer out objectives, I would rather just sell. Really not a good value here for this card. RASMUS SANDIN is up next, the 87 overall left-handed defenseman, 5'11", 182 with Protector and Distributor. He's got 89 speed, 90 acceleration, which is passable. He's got Heat Seeker, which does not really seem to have a lot of use. I'd much rather have Seeing Eye. 89 defensive awareness, does have 89 body checking with synergies activated. He's not bad, but again, going for quite an expensive price. Unless you are trying to, again, complete the objectives, this would be a sell for me as well. Following him, we've got the 87 Quinton BYFIELD, 6'5", 220. Eventually, he's going to get like an MSP at some point, whether it's this year or next year, and he's going to be one of the best cards in the game. He's got Big Rig, again, not really one that you're going to use a lot unless you are, just playing for that actual animation. He's got Workhorse as well as Magician, 86 speed, 88 acceleration. I'd honestly rather have SÖDERBLOM, just all things considered. He's got 83 on the face-off, so it's not going to be like he's going to be dominant at center. Again, I think there's going to be a far better version of him that comes out eventually, but this one isn't it. 88 Jamie Drysdale's up next, 5'11", 183 with Applesauce and Booming Shot, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, going for about 50,000 coins. However, he's very, very similar to the base Cale Makar, so if you are looking to grab Jamie Drysdale, unless you are trying to get the objectives done, just go and take a look at what Cale Makar's base card is going for, because again, it's roughly the same value, so probably one I would rather have. He is definitely usable, especially early on, if you are just, you started late in the year, because again, his skating allows you to keep up with a lot of people. And don't forget, Elite Edges on defense is very usable because it activates when you don't have the puck, so you're able to keep up with players that cut left and right very easily. Riley HEIDT is up next, 5'11", 178 centerman with Protector and Dangle City and Puck on a String. Puck on a String you're not really going to activate. He's got 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 99 agility, and 99 slap shot and wrist shot power, so obviously that'll play. He's got mid-90s hand stats, and then defensively, he's got 92 defensive awareness, which does not appear to be effective at all because cross creases are still just getting forced through, and 88 on the faceoffs. You could do worse than that. He's not very big, and again, centerman, you kind of want to have bigger players just because defensively, you need to be able to knock people off the puck in the slot. There isn't very many up of this card. He's going for like 80,000 coins. There's better cards, I think. Logan Thompson is up next, 6'4", 205. Again, goaltenders are so hit or miss this year. He's got silver post to post. I've been using the All-Star Game Hellebuck, and it looks like light work might be the best ability so far this year. So post to post, while it is good, but I don't really think it's needed because everything is just getting stopped on the one-timers regardless, unless you have like 99 slap shot power and accuracy. But it's got 93 speed, which isn't bad, and he's 6'4". Maybe he works, I don't know. We've got the 91 Jesper BRATT going for like 95,000 coins right now on PS5, a little expensive with Thief as well as Light the Lamp. He's got Big Tipper and Crease Crasher, and not really great abilities. He's 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and 95 agility. Mid-90s shot and really, really good hand stats. This is a sneaky, quick card. I think if he got elite edges, like even just silver, I think that would have taken him to the next level. He's going to get bumped off the puck very easily. And while 92 speed and acceleration is nice, at this stage now you've got defensemen that have higher than that, and you're losing your ability there. So while I think he's great, I would just sell him for the cost that he's going for. He's being propped up because of the next-gen title. And then we've got the 92 Adam Fox. He's got Booming Shot, Protector, and Stick 'em Up. The combo of Booming Shot and Protector is key because it does get his body checking up to 92. Gold Seeing Eye. I'd rather have Silver because I think it's an animation-based ability and it freezes the goaltender when they're screened. But Seeing Eye has proven to have some value. There's times where I'll be able to just wrist the puck in from the point with a screen because the goaltender doesn't move at all. And then you've got Silver Stick 'em Up, which does have value as well. It's very cheap, and again, it really helps you poke-checking at the line, which is what you're going to need to do because he's obviously not going to be able to throw people around. He's got 93 speed, 94 acceleration. This is a really nice card. I think there is still a better Adam Fox card, the one that has Truculence, I believe, that Wacky Wednesday one. But nonetheless, he's going for like 150,000 coins. I don't think I would spend that price. I think there's Dougie Hamilton cards that I'd much rather have over him, but it's not like he's a bad card by any means. All right, on to the MSPs. And again, like I said, the week 2 was phenomenal, but we'll start first with 93 Sarah FILLIER. I think it's how you say it. 5'5", 130 with Workhorse, Fly the Zone, as well as Buzzing. Does have Wingman and Spark, so you'll be able to get these activated no matter what. 97 speed, 96 acceleration. So everything skating is essentially perfect on this card. Elite edges, close quarters, wheels, unstoppable force. That is like the 3 of the best offensive abilities you can have in the game. So if it's anything like Marie-Philippe Poulin, who appears to be one of the only women cards that really is able to be used competitively because she just doesn't get knocked off the puck at all. If you are looking for a female card, Sarah FILLIER looks like she could actually do some damage because it's a very small build, but you're going to need to have Unstoppable Force activated. Without it, again, you're just going to get thrown around, especially in Division 1 and 2. Matt Boldy finally gets a card. 6'2", 201 distributor, as well as Wingman and Light the Lamp. So we're looking at 6'2", 201 with 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 agility, and 96 balance, which is important. Is a pure left-handed winger. He's got gold Unstoppable Force, tape to tape, close quarters, and third eye. I'd really only look to activate close quarters and Unstoppable Force. Shot is in the mid-90s. Hand stats are in the mid-90s. This is a great left-handed winger card. Like, if you made Maddie Beniers, like, I would much rather have Matt Boldy's card other than Maddie Beniers. There is something that I want to talk about, but I'll save it for the end. Then we've got the 93 BRANDT CLARKE. I've gotten to see him play a ton against my Niagara Ice Dogs in the OHL, and he dominates pretty much every time. So he's got Workhorse as well as Fly the Zone, so you're getting 93 speed, 93 acceleration, and Gladiator. Gold elite edges and Seeing Eye, so this is the offensive defenseman. Obviously, they usually have one or the other. A very good shot at 99 shot power, 97 defensive awareness, 98 stick checking, and 90 body checking. There is a lot of great right-handed defensemen out right now, and that's the only issue. He's 6'2", which is good size. I think if he had Stick 'em Up instead of Seeing Eye, or even gold Seeing Eye, just elite edges at 8 ability points is very, very expensive on the back end. Like, the only card that I think that could justify it right now is Cale Makar because he's 99 speed. Other than that, it's just way too expensive, unless he's like your only MSP, which is fine. But I think that's the only knock on him. This is still a very good card. I mean, like I said, week 2 was just an absolute banger of an MSP drop. 93 overall, Simon Edvinsson from the Detroit Red Wings, 6'6", 215, left-handed defenseman with Distributor and Spark, Magician and Bombarded. So I'd probably go Magician unless you can actually activate Bombarded. Again, I don't think it's all that impactful. And then you could go Spark to get 2 to acceleration. So you're looking at 92 acceleration, 91 speed, 99 shot power, 92 92 on the body checking, 99 defensive awareness and stick checking. Gold stick him up. If you can't get the X Factor Victor Hedman, this is essentially the better version of Victor Hedman. Now, I have had a lot of people in my community say that he feels a little stiff, much worse of a skater than Victor Hedman for whatever reason, because he is faster. I'm going to try him out and see. Maybe throwing silver elite edges on him might make it a little bit more helpful, but he's got 98 agility. This is a phenomenal build. Even without truculence at 6'6" with 92 body checking, he's still going to be able to throw a lot of people around. I'm really, really excited about this card. Then the 93 JURAJ SLAFKOVSKY, and man, it makes me sad that I made the Connor Bedard card on the no money spent team, but nonetheless, he's got Wingman as well as Magician and Spark, so he's got 93 speed, 93 acceleration. You throw on Magician, he's got basically max agility and deking, or very high deking as well. Gold close quarters, third eye, big rig, and puck on a string. Honestly, this is a card where you don't need to activate anything, which is important because I think that everyone, when they build at MSP, they assume they can activate all of these abilities, but if you've got, maybe some Team of the Years or some other MSPs that you need to activate abilities on to keep their worth. I'll give you an example, like Mackenzie Weegar from the Spreadsheet Hockey event is still a good card, but you have to have gold truculence on him, because if not, he's a very mediocre one at this point in the game. Cards like JURAJ SLAFKOVSKY at 6'3", 238, and 93 speed and acceleration is phenomenal. And the fact that you don't have to have anything on him, this is essentially the Jaromir Jagr team builder card. And everyone that I've talked to that has made him agrees with that. So the only issue is that if you have a higher rated team, like if you've got a really, really good team, I'll give, like on the God Squad, I've got Jagr as well as Team of the Year McDavid. I don't think he's going to be better than either of them. So you're looking at a third line left-handed winger, which is a little tough. But if you don't have one of them, like if you have McDavid but you don't have Jagr, I would make SLAFKOVSKY because he's right there behind them. This is a phenomenal looking card. And then finally, I knew since the beginning of the game we would eventually get an MSP Owen Power. Again, for anyone that doesn't know, they don't have any of the cards they don't have headshots in. They'll usually make MSPs for, because they don't need a headshot. They can just use actual real card art. And these cards look really, really nice. By the way, I love the card art for the next gen event. 6'6", 218, another left-handed defenseman, however. I'm glad that they didn't just shoe in one for each position. They actually just did, some top tier next gen players. He's got applesauce as well as distributor and buzzing and light the lamp. So they really played it safe with Owen Power. So 91 speed, 91 acceleration, and you can choose to go to 92 on acceleration or speed, whatever one you want. 94 body checking, 95 defensive awareness and stick checking. And then his abilities, gold elite edges, silver shutdown, tape to tape, and unstoppable force. Real talk, I think the only one you need to activate is shutdown. And shutdown, while it says it only activates off the rush, it doesn't. But the only thing is, once you start getting in your own zone, it won't always activate when you're just skating around your net and things like that, trying to knock people off the puck. But it does activate more than just off the rush. So I think that this would be a great ability to activate. He's already got 96 agility, so I don't think you need to activate elite edges. There is a lot of good left-handed defensemen, though. And I've seen a lot of people say that Jake Sanderson has played a little bit better defensively just because of gold truculence, but you can't go wrong with Owen Power. This is a massive card and kind of like the great build, especially for Division 1 and 2, just because, the bigger guys, it helps you get the puck back once someone starts cycling on you. Guys, I also want to point this out as of the recording of this. It is on Monday. If you go to challenges, make sure that you complete your daily challenges, at least to the 4th one, so that you can unlock the random 85 to 87 overall next gen player, so that you can help bang out some of those objectives. They are giving away free cards. It looks like every event to try and help you be able to complete those objectives, because it takes way too long, and the cards are so expensive because everyone knows that they could sell them for a premium because they need them to actually unlock the objectives. So just something to keep in mind there. All right, guys, I also want to bring this up. It was brought to my attention, and I'm glad that I was reminded. I believe it was King Carl from my community, so shout out to you, man, for pointing this out. We're getting to the stage now, guys, where a lot of the MSPs are very high rated, obviously, but Team of the Season is going to happen probably late March. That's when it happened last year, and usually they do a rookie one as well as like a European and an NHL one. So I want to point out, if you are having a hard time deciding between MSPs, keep in mind that every time that there's an MSP, they can usually be traded in for a discount for their Team of the Season card. Now, I'm not saying to go and make all the ones that that are going to get team of the season because the discount is usually not that high. But if you're going to make an MSP and you're trying to decide and you need a tiebreaker, this is what I would recommend. So just to point out, if you're trying to decide between Jake Sanderson or Owen Power, both of them are in the top 3 of scoring for defense in the NHL this year. So it's pretty safe that they're probably both going to get a team of the season card. Matty Beniers is essentially a lock for team of the season because he is leading rookie scoring by about 6 points. Connor Bedard is probably a lock because they usually give some junior ones as well, so he's definitely going to get a team of the season. But Juraj Slafkovsky is not going to get one. So again, just keep that in mind, guys. As these events come out, I'll kind of bring this up so that you guys know that cards that have potential to get team of the season, but it's definitely something to keep in mind because, again, if you are going to make these cards, they're very expensive, especially for no money spent teams, that when team of the season comes out, if it allows you to actually be able to get them because they're very expensive, that might be a nice tiebreaker. So guys, I'm going to try out most of these cards on the God Squad over the next couple days, and I'll give you a ranking in terms of all 12. I think that's the best way to do it now once we did the week 2. So I appreciate you guys watching the videos and coming back, and again, I apologize for the lack of content. I've literally been traveling every weekend, and I leave on Thursday for Rally for the Stadium Series event for the NHL 23 World Championship, so this weekend's no different. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.